Pay attention to how ready you are to absolutely throw money at someone who gets you. And it's almost a sense of relief, right? When someone just gets you. Because there are so many voices out there. And a lot of those voices, whether it's a podcaster, a band, an author, a significant other, whoever it is, a lot of them might be close to capturing or understanding how you feel. But when someone absolutely nails it, when you listen to them and you're like, how have you been reading my thoughts? You become an instant customer, follower, or student, or fanboy, or whatever. And I mentioned that sense of relief because we're all afraid of being alone. That could be physically, if you're isolated from other people, or it could be isolation of your soul, like if you feel like you're the only person who thinks something or feels a certain way about whatever. It's such a relief to know that someone out there is like you. And they might be different from you in 100 other ways, but you found this one thing that you agree on, and that is absolutely golden. I call it 100% overlap. Like if you look at a Venn diagram is the diagram with the two circles. Sometimes the circles don't even touch. That means they don't have anything in common. Sometimes they overlap a little, which means they share some commonalities. And sometimes the two circles are so similar that they just lie on top of each other. You can't even tell that there's two of them. When someone else is doing something that we like, that we identify with, how do we feel? We feel validated. And validation is toward the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if that means anything to you. We want to feel validated. We want to be part of a community. We instinctively know that we are safer when we are not isolated. We want to hook into people who we both deem to be successful and who we share commonalities with. So-and-so is successful. We both do X or Y, or like X or Y. Therefore, maybe I can be successful. Or, this person knows how I feel, therefore they must be like me. They're making a sale, therefore they must be professional and successful. And because they are like me, I can also be professional and successful. And it's not about the products, because some of them, let's face it, didn't take much talent or expertise to create. Have you ever seen a hat or a sweatshirt with just like one word on it? No animation, no real design work. The artist, quote unquote, just kind of picked a font, a size, a color, typed a word, and uploaded it to be manufactured or drop shipped or whatever. But people buy it. Why? It's not because they like the shirt. It's not because they like the shirt. It's because they identify with the brand or the people who the brand represents, to the point where they will pay what a lot of us would say is too much money to own a piece of that brand. And they'll buy what the brand makes available, honestly, whether they're crazy about the design itself or not. Why do you wear the t-shirt of your favorite band, or your favorite sports team, or your favorite YouTube channel? Could it be that you're trying to, connect with other people? Aren't you raising a flag? Sending up a flare? I have a coworker who wore a Social Distortion shirt to work. And I asked him, hey, did I see you wearing a Social Distortion shirt? And he told me about how he just saw them in New Orleans, and how Mike Ness had throat cancer, but now he's better, and how good his voice sounds now. And I told him about how I saw them in New Orleans in like 2004, and Matt Freeman was filling in on bass, blah, blah, blah. And we had a nice little conversation, all because he wore a Social Distortion shirt to work. He raised a flag, I took the bait. And now we've established a commonality. We both like Social Distortion. So when you demonstrate that you are someone who people can identify with, they will support you because they are consciously or subconsciously driven to support themselves and their dream and their identity. They're giving money or attention to the past you, which is the present them. And the present you is the future them. Let me say that again. Let me break that down. If you pioneer, if you go ahead, if you create, if you build, you will inevitably leapfrog some people who have not put in the same effort. And the knowledge and wisdom you've built will be immensely valuable to where they are currently, because where they are currently is where you were recently. And when they see you pioneer and build and connect dots and gain wisdom and understanding, you've given them a roadmap. Or, if you can see it, you've given them a treasure map. And where's the treasure? It's in them. Like I've told you, we're already here. The treasure is there. You just need permission to start digging. I'm Ryan Coleman, the real Ryan Coleman on Instagram. We're at different stages, different places, but we're all on a journey. We're all taking a walk. Thank you for taking a walk with me today, and I'll talk to you soon.